Are we live? Good evening, everyone. Time for more Voron building. Hope you're all doing well. By the way, this is kind of a sponsored live stream because LDO, One2.4r2 and BigTreeTech have provided parts for me to do the build. Just so you know, I have to say that. Now we can carry on with it. So, obviously in the first stream that we did, we went through basically every single part, which took quite a while. But now we can get on with actually building things, which is amazing. So we start with the frame, and I've just realized, do I need the spinny thing? No. I got the granite up, so I got this like 40 kilo granite surface. It's way overkill. I do not recommend something this size. But hopefully that'll help us keep this frame nice and square. That's the plan. Hopefully it works out. So yeah, good evening to everyone. Good evening, afternoon, good morning. I mean, wherever you are, people all over the place. And of course, we're doing a giveaway today. And we've escalated things a bit of a notch up from last time. Because this time, we're going to be giving away an LDO Motors frame kit for Voron 2.4. So basically, an entire one of these. So it's open globally, provided your country allows you to enter giveaways and you're not of an age where you can't enter giveaways and all that kind of stuff, all those rules excluding things. This is what we're giving away. Not this exact one, but an LDO Motors 2.4 kit. So that's super exciting. I'll get a link together in just a minute and then you can start applying things. The winners from last time all contacted me back, so that's excellent, and they have got their stuff, all their voucher codes and stuff on the way. No. I just don't want you to win again. I'll get you something. I mean, technically there's nothing wrong with it, but it was already suspicious that you won the first time last time, and I promise this is random. This is using an online generated random thing. I just I cannot risk you winning again. It would be too weird. No one would trust me. So hello everyone who's joined before or not joined before. So hopefully this works out. We'll get a short URL, copy it in here. So there's the link. That's pinned, so that should be there for the whole stream. Just don't mistype anything in there, because if I can't contact you, you forfeit your prize. So there you go. Don't do that. So I guess we pretty much just get started. Of course, big thank you to LDO, Jason from LDO, for sending out the frame kit and the rail kit. We just need one of these to begin with. I've tried to be a little bit more prepared than I normally am, so everything should be sort of ready to go. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Good, excellent. Make sure you enter that giveaway, because it's epic. So, yes, frame kit. We've got some instructions. It's a shame my screen's this way, and it'd be great if it was like behind the camera, and then you could actually like, anyway. So, V2.4r2 build guide. I probably won't keep this on screen the whole time, but it just gives you an idea of what I'm working on at what point. This gives you a bit of a guide to all the firmware, all the different bits of hardware, things that you might not be familiar with, tools, assembly methods, using the blind joints, the blind joint things. And this is what we're going to be getting on with today. we'll probably get further than this. Having done it before, I'm hoping I'll be a bit quicker than I was with the first one, but no guarantees. I don't know why I've got a camera that's just sitting there. I do need quite a bit of space for this, so getting all the parts out probably wasn't the best idea. So, yes, let's get this stuff sorted. So first we've got to identify lengths to make sure we're getting the right bits. Got a nice little sticker. Got the frame brackets as well. Sorry, I just heard some beeping that sounded like an alarm, and therefore was somewhat alarmed. Maybe I should have done this last stream. I don't want to get them all out because I don't have that much space. I think it's a good European stream time as well. Some people like having streams Sunday evening, some people don't. It's a bit of a mixed bag. Did I sell my V-Core? No, of course not. It's just you can't see it. It's on the other side of the camera. Many bits are very similar in this, isn't there? That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. Then we should have our 4 Bs. So we've got 2 Cs, a D and an E, yeah. And these are the tool ones. I must say, I don't actually remember much of this. Having done it before, you'd think I'd like be able to remember exactly how to do it. Not so much. Right. Well, there's a lot of differences for me. The actual differences in the design itself is not huge. They have a single X-rail instead of 2 9mm. But I'm going to be adding lots of modifications in this build compared to last time where I did a kind of stock, just standard. This time I'm doing it sort of my way, I guess. Do you think we're going to see Obsidian this year? Or are they going to show up on TCT next year? I'm reasonably confident they are pretty close. So from my discussions with them, it's not a long wait. It has been so far. And they are trying not to promise things too early on. It's very difficult when you're developing a product not to be really excited about it and talk about it. So I don't blame them really. It's when you're really excited about the stuff you're creating, you just want to tell everyone as soon as you can. But sometimes better to wait. So instructions. A extrusions. Which ones are A's? A's is the blanks. Shown, so just checking instructions wise what it mentions about Loctite. File naming, printing, printed forward. Pretty much nothing. Resides on blind joints. We outlined the basics of blind joints on page 10. More tips on how to assemble a frame, link below. Build on a flat surface to ensure you can get it as square as possible. So, what are the screws? M5 by 16. So before, the frame kit I had didn't like the 16mm screws. Hopefully these are tapped a little bit longer. Yes, these happily go all the way in. So this is where we can start using these, which I know. I actually forgot to charge this. Hopefully it's got enough battery. Got both anyway. So we need the right bit for it. This kit does not go up to such a size. So I've got my iFixit bits as well. There you go, a little bit larger. Yes. Cool. Don't know what we're talking about. Definitely a lightsaber handle. So, just to test. La 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 da 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 da. Lovely. The frame kit is just the frame. So with the frame kit you get all the extrusion pieces and you get the 4 angle corners that you need for that 2 extrusions, you know, that go the other way for the bed, but you don't get these screws with it, no. But Voron, Linneo do have a fixings kit which has all the, I say fixings, I think more often known as hardware. So all the screws and nuts and threaded inserts and stuff, they have a kit for all that stuff as well. But yeah, not included in the frame kit. Oh, it just feels weird. No, so the build in general is not an Linneo kit. I sort of self-sourced some parts, but there are some small Linneo kits. So this is where torque becomes interesting. So it has settings, this thing. I forget how to enable them. There we go. So it has like, I'm not sure if this is speed or torque or what. I had it on L, and I think if I then let go, it goes back to there. Put it on maximum action. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, so you hit it 5 times, it goes one menu, 3 times it goes to a different menu. But I want to make sure that I'm happy with that. Let's get a, I think for the final torque what I might do is get the rear angling keys out. Although these might not work super well through here. Whoops, it is. The L part is very short. Okay, that's a bit tighter. How happy am I with that? It's not too bad. What I might do, let's have another go. I want to find a method that I can use. So it definitely changes as soon as I let go. As soon as you apply torque, it moves it slightly. So maybe I'll do this here. That'll help me hold that down, push that down, there. You need like 6 hands, I guess, to do this perfectly. With all the compensation stuff built in. So has that produced a better joint or a worse joint? I think that's pretty good. So I'm testing here which screwdriver I prefer. This is the other one, just before anyone goes and buys that other one, which is extortionately expensive. Maybe this one's a little bit slower, but it's also about 1/8 of the price. Question is that money well spent or not? Hello, making an anemone. The thing is, people keep saying, oh, it needs more torque, it needs more torque, it needs more torque, but it's an M3 screw. And also, the torque, like, if you just stop the motor, you just torque it with your hands anyway. Like, unless it's got a set torque value that you can adjust to get like the perfect torque for specific fixings, then you should probably do it by hand anyway. That's my opinion. We've immediately run out of space. That's twisted, that one. Hey Sam. Apron in summer is a bit of a no-go. It's warm enough winter to t-shirt. You know that. I doing this right? Oh, this doesn't look good. Not happy with this one. What I might do, let's get a quick clamp, see if that helps like hold the joint in place as I screw it together. Either that or it'll mess the joint up so that it doesn't go together. One or the other. Oh, I've got the really long one, that's stuff, but let's try this. There we go, that's actually worked quite well. I'm going to get one with a shorter arm there because that's kind of annoyingly long. Here we go. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. This frame kit is so much better than the first one. I didn't have an LDO one before, I just bought whatever one I could find and it was not as great. Something is a bit wonky wonky somewhere. Because that's springy. There we go, that's much better. Just loosen that one and put it back. Whoops, daisy. And the B. What Voron number are we up to now? This is number 3, I think. Unless I've forgotten one. Hey, Nuno. Lots of people here today. Good stuff. We're getting a decent view. I don't know if it's just me or if the camera looks a little bit darker today than normal. Let's go back this way. Let's do the other end. See, I could just do this. I'm not sure the electric screwdriver is any quicker. It saves your hands a little bit. I think the 2.4 for me is just a really interesting design. It's kind of, it's weird to say it's different, but because it's, I mean, there's probably a couple of thousand of them at least now. I'm not doing clicky probe. I've had that bloody thing on my current one for a while, and it's not gone super well, to be honest. I've had it break twice. This looks reasonably good. I think the principles in Clicky are really, really good. It does exactly what we need it to do, but for some reason, like, it just doesn't work quite as well as I hoped. It's like measuring all the right stuff in all the right places, but somehow still comes up short. Yeah, so I'm going for the Super Pinder because I've had quite good results with it recently, and so I'm going to torture it a bit more by putting one in a hotter environment. There's definitely some slight skewiness here. That side's really good. Slight gap. Acoustic tuning. I think we're probably good enough. Right. Now we do the top bits. Can we just turn it upside down and do them the other way up? Like a table. Will that be easier? Who knows? But it means I don't have to change the camera angle as much. Yeah, the magnets fell out multiple times. And it doesn't seem to be as consistent as it could be. And because I feel like Clipper's just not really ready for it, and there's quite a lot of in-depth firmware addition to make it do the things that we need it to do. I don't understand all of what's in there because it's a lot of like conditional stuff that's really difficult to just read. So it's difficult to adjust things that you can't get quite right. When Clipper has maybe a better implementation for it. This granite's probably, you're right, it is probably easier to work on because it is large. The downside is it's like, what, 25 or 30 millimeters thick, and it weighs about as much as I do. For granite, I would go to find somewhere local because it's used in kitchen worktops, it's all over the place. And they quite often have offcuts. The place that I went to basically gave me this for free. I only paid because I wanted to pay. I was like, I want to pay you for this because I'm getting something. But they have bits of material that they basically have to get rid of. It's heavy and difficult to move and all this kind of stuff. I gave them a call. I was like, I need a piece of granite. And they were like, what for? I was like, do you really want to know? And I was like, I'm assembling things. I want something flat and heavy. And they were like, yep, that's granite. So they said, like, what size do you want? Or things like that. They were like, come by this afternoon and we'll give you a piece. And that was it. So hopefully you can find somewhere near you because it's the kind of thing that should be all over the place, I think, because everyone wants kitchen worktops made out of granite. The hulls of flight, yeah. So I had to drag this out from my car without damaging it. The car, that is. I didn't care about damaging the granite. That's the other thing with the granite. Make sure that you don't mind stuff that's got like slight chips or dings or knocks or stuff in it, because obviously people that are having a worktop, if it's got a chip out the top, it's just no good. The entire piece is just useless. Whereas for us, like, I don't care if it's got a slight chip, as long as the top's still flat. I'm more interested in it being basically free. I think I gave them like £20 or something for it. But it's the kind of thing that they can maybe like have an intern work on because like they don't have to, this like pretty low risk and all this kind of stuff. So they seemed very happy to do it. So yeah, offcuts are your way to go. The place that I went to wouldn't let me have it without it being polished and like cut sides because it's cut with diamonds, I believe. You get a very, very sharp edge. And they were like, we cannot give it to you like that. You will cut yourself. So it's like, okay, you can polish the edge. So the edges are just kind of, it's basically like a belt, not a belt sander. What's the thing? Angle grinder kind of thing, but obviously specially made for doing granite that they can do with water. So they cut it with water because I think it makes a lot of dust. So by injecting water around the area, it reduces the dustiness. So, yeah, I think it was 15 or 20 pounds, something like that. It was, they kind of just wanted to get rid of it, I think, but small local business, happy to help. I mean, maybe it didn't help, it probably cost them more to, I don't know, who cares? If they were willing to give it to me for nothing, and I paid, I felt good about that. I feel like I've abandoned the electric screwdriver already. I'm just so used to using stuff that's I've already got. This thing is, ergonomically here it's kind of not great. So the other tools just make more sense. especially when you've got ones with a ball end and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a nice little investment to have. And it's the kind of thing that will last forever, sort of thing. But it's not £20 that you have to spend on every single printer. You spend it once and it's good for assembling anything. I mean, just as a worktop, it's good just as a durable worktop. Not quite right here. Oh. Sorry. This is where it's more useful, I suppose, like whizzing stuff in like this. My hands are quite bad, they get quite crampy quite quick, so the less I have to kind of twizzle things with my hands, the better. So if you're old like me, you might also enjoy the fact that you just don't have to turn things as much. I mean, forever's a long time, but it'll probably outlast you. Not you personally, like anyone. Now we've got the last corner. Everything's pretty close already, which is nice to see. It means we've not messed up anything else too bad. Now, it ain't no surface table. I'm sure that would be better, but I think it's pretty damn good for very little money and pretty good availability. I would recommend, if you're going to pick it up somewhere, which you'll probably have to do, take someone with you if you can, because it's just awkward and pretty heavy. I think the ideal size would be somewhere around 600mm by 600mm. And from my experience, because, well, what they told me was, unlike with things like wood where you have standard sizes, hi Nitram, yeah, unlike wood where you have standard sizes, you don't really get that with granite, because it's obviously a naturally occurring material. They dig it out of the ground and you get whatever you get. Like, it doesn't have a standard size, so ask for whatever size you want. Maybe lead with a standard size in question, but they'll probably just tell you there is no standard size. But 600mm square, 600 by 600 is probably a really good size. It's about the depth of a worktop desk, and for like 300mm printers, it's a pretty good size. And it's about the limit just before it gets annoyingly heavy to actually move anywhere. So that's a frame. That didn't take too long. Now we've got to do the feet. I don't mean the feet, I mean the crossbars. So we've got 2A extrusions for crossbars too. So I'm not going to move this out of the way. Let's get this on here. Need this, need this, need this. The ergonomics, I think, of this extortionately expensive one are just poor. It's a hand tool. It needs to accommodate hands, and it doesn't really. I mean, the fact that it's thin does make it quite difficult to grip tightly to do torque things. See how tight that is compared to this. Pretty good, actually. Oh, that's the other mod I could have done, isn't it? The tri-mount thing. I kind of meant to do that, but I sort of forgot about it last minute. Oh, rats. If only you reminded me 2 weeks ago. So I think there's a mod, I can't remember who it's made by, but it's... that helps with that. There's like, you still use these, but then they have like some adapters that go out at the sides or something. Oh no, don't want it on my hands. Oops, it is it. I think the power button on this one is in a significantly better position. This is just a useless place for it. I don't grip it anywhere near there. There's nothing that's going to touch that button. Not in a million years. Whereas this is just... I wouldn't say it's perfectly positioned, but it's vastly better than the other one. The question becomes like, how many times can I wrench on it before it like breaks or something? So there we go, that's 2 of those. So instructions wise, we've covered doing this bit, and then that was that bit, and now we do this bit. So M5x10 shim and the M5T nuts. It's just because reasons, because frame, because vibration, mostly because vibration. I know there's going to be lots of vibration. Where there's vibration, you want something to prevent loosening of fixings, because even if they're nice and tight, if there's lots of vibration, they will still come loose. So a bit of Loctite goes a long way. Well, it goes a little way. It goes the right amount of distance. And then we've got our bed jigs here that I made last time. So we need M5x10s. So I think what LDO include are actually M5 washers, which are also 1mm. They're just a slightly less precise 1mm, but I think it's probably fine. M5x10. Considering the cost difference, I mean, washers probably are basically zero cost. Like, if you ever looked at buying them in a kind of a decent sized bulb, looking at a few hundred or a few thousand even, it's not even a large amount for washers. If you check their stock, they probably have like 2 million in stock. And for like 500, it's like £2. What am I looking for? These. This is what I need. So you have to do the 130 for the middle and then the other one for the other bit, and I forget which one's which. We have 2 jigs and I didn't label them. Maybe I should have done that. We can measure them though, that will work. This one is 130. So 130 goes in the middle here, and 130 goes in the middle back there, and then this goes in here, this goes in here, then we pull this way, gently pull this across here, and then we know where everything goes. This was a little bit difficult before as well, I remember, getting these things in, so let's see how we go this time. Oh, well that's a piece of piss. What am I doing? I wasn't trying to turn that screw. Nice. No washers. What do I need? Not what? There will be washers in the bits that need washers. Washer here, washer here. That's the other funny thing. It's like a screwdriver that doesn't want to be turned. Is that just a glue stick? No, it does come. It is actually Loctite. Loctite 2.4r2. Comes in a stick. It was new to me as well. I've only seen it in a liquid up until I was built my first Voron. Oh, so easy. Hola, ¿qué tal? Is ¿qué tal Spanish? Man, sorry, I'm terrible at languages. Elio! LDO frame kit could be any colour or size we have in stock worldwide. Wild shipping. Worldwide free shipping. Happy weekend, Everton. Presumably everyone. Hope you get well soon, Jason. Thank you very much for providing the giveaway frame kit. And of course my frame kit here as well. And the rails and the so many things. Thank you. Right, so we use the jigs and that'll get us nicely aligned down here. Yeah, it's that one. And then we've got this jig. Let's make sure both ends loose first. And then tween that. And tween that. Jason, can you let people know what your frame colours are? Just so everyone has a good idea of how many colours you've got and what colours they are. Nice. There we go. Those jigs are so worth doing. Oh, it was $20 as well. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Yes, Allen keys. Yes, they're Vera. Yeah, they're really definitely recommend. I've actually got a link for them. There's an affiliate link. That'd be great if you could use my affiliate link to buy some Vera Allen keys. It's through an Amazon link. Hopefully it works for you. It should be. I think it's like a global link that like adapts to your country. I think that's a thing. That's what my consideration was mainly, Jez. I don't want to overburden you with the building of printers. It wouldn't be fair. Overburden your space. So, instructions wise, we've done this now, and we've got everything like this. This is why we had the spaces. So these jigs are specifically for the 300 kit, but they're all on GitHub, so if you want to modify them for whatever size printer you got, you can do that. Oh, there's a fan being noisy over there. Check for squareness. I mean, I've made it as square as I can. And then we'll use skew adjustment probably for the rest of the way. I'll give it a little adjustment check with this, but I'm not planning on changing anything. We're a fraction of a degree off, maybe here. Fraction open there. That looks dead on. That's dead on. That's dead on. That's slightly... So, I mean, this one closest to me is the worst. There we go, fixed it. Not really. It's pretty close, it's plenty close enough. The frame is not that big, it just looks extra large on camera because it's quite a wide angle lens. It does look huge on... It's the same as the one I already have, so it's a 300mm cube is the actual build volume. I've lost track of chat. I'm glad to hear that, Jason, you're getting a little bit better. And another negative test. Good to hear. Whoopsie-daisy. Cool, we're on to Zed Drives. The Zed idlers. Zed Linneo rails, Z2 drive. Z1, Z2, B2, deck panel. Excellent. Right, let's move this lot out the way. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Needs a good space. Oh, I've got a... Oh, we'll get it back in a minute. I guess we'll put these extrusions over here for now, like so. So there is going to be one 12mm. There you go, there's a 12. So it's these ones that are all the 9s. The carriage can slide off the rail if not handled properly. Dropping the carriage will likely damage it. Any marks, dents or nicks might cause the linear rail to misbehave. Naughty linear rail. Most ship with shipping oil, if they're high carbon steel as opposed to stainless. Do we have to put the M3 nuts in first? We probably do, don't we? So we actually need the frame. And M3 nuts. So the question is, how many are we going to be putting in? There's a lot of holes in this rail, so I'll do the end ones, hopefully. 1, 2 gaps. That says every other, but every third I think will be fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 it is. Which angle is good? Like so. Gonna get some. I suppose we could use a screw probably. No, let's get a cheap Allen key. Just going to get something to help me lever the little nuts into place because there's quite a few to put in. Is this going to be a good size? That took quite a bit of force. get a layer out up here, and then we can put it alongside and get them in about the right place. So distance goes close to the bottom, doesn't it? So it goes right down there. In fact, we can probably get a better idea. I believe it's 3mm from the base that this goes, so we can put that on here. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, new people joining in. There we go. That's our baseline. Is it focusing? Which is the screw? It's getting focused on the wrong place. I'll do them every other one anyway. No, everything just going to be plenty. There, 1, 2, and there, 1, 2, and here. Feels like doing a dance, doesn't it? 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2. No, by current rules, you do not have to be present for the giveaway. I would rather you are, but you don't have to be. So if we line this up, we should find that's on there, there. Got that one, missed this one a bit. Sorry, hang on a second. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Well, I'm not going anywhere. Just absent-mindedly doing a thing at the same time. What do you think about the upgrade kit with the V-Core 3 to 3.1? Is it worth it? It's difficult to say at the moment. I don't have one yet. That's the best answer I can give. But I would expect it's a worthwhile upgrade, to be honest, yes. So we've actually got jigs for this as well. I've got loads. Some wider, I think some are for the MGN12. So we've got one here, one here, one here. Where's my electronic screwdriver here? Whoops, it is. I might try and move the camera up a bit, because it's losing focus on all the other stuff that's close. Why can I not? These nuts do not slide well. Lesson learned. Oh no, don't use that. There we go. Wrong hex. Is there anywhere I can get the macros you use? I need to check if I got it right, having some trouble. Macros for what? A 3D printer, I guess, but which printer? My 2.4? For clicky, for I do have a firmware uploaded to GitHub. It's probably changed quite a bit. I can probably, I mean, after the stream, maybe I'll look at uploading. I'll upload my firmware after the stream, and then you can check. It'll be on GitHub under like my 2.4 mods. I think I've got a page for. This is good. That rail is in the right place. So, in the instructions, you can probably see this image is really small. You can see it's right down the bottom, and they give you a little dimension over here, 3mm, which is why I was using where I shoved that 3mm Allen key in the end. Just have to get 3mm without having to measure things. Oh yeah, the rails are basically super clean because they're stainless steel rails, so you don't have to worry about. I mean, as far as I can tell, they've got basically nothing on them because stainless steel significantly less prone to corrosion than plain carbon steel or high carbon steel or mild steel, all of these things. So they're generally shipped not just by LDO, but they're generally shipped without lubricant. Obviously, they do need to be lubricated, but only for use and not for shipping. It's not to say stainless steel cannot rust. It does still corrode over long times in harsh environments, but not typically in your home. Let's just say that, eh? So let's try and get this in a suitable position. Oh, almost got that first try. Off by a fraction. Right. There almost needs to be a tool for inserting these. I'm a little bit concerned I could damage the Allen key. I mean, I did deliberately use cheap Allen keys, so I'm not too concerned about breaking it. But So rail on here and key balanced in here. Do they all line up? Yes, yes, yes. Mostly. No. Yes. Cool. Let's get some more screws in. Greetings from Bermuda Islands. Greetings, young one. Oh dear, no, 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 no. Out you come. This is why you use magnets. Hopefully this is magnetic enough. This is not very magnetic. The iFixit one will be magnetic enough. Okay, so get that on there. This is 12 mil. Let's get rid of those. Don't need those for a long time. This one, this one. Will you be building Clockwork 2 and Stealth Burner or staying with Clockwork 1? We are doing Stealth Burner and Clockwork 2. I've actually just printed the parts today. So that's good. You might be able to see them. No, I put them away. So we're going to have a bit of a mixed material combination for the hot end extruder. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, we're going to have a quick break for a couple of minutes. Unfortunately, I don't have like a music for you to listen to, but I need a 2-minute break and then we shall be back. Talk amongst yourself for a couple of minutes. Before I had some like a music be right back thing, but now I don't have that. Let's see if I can put something on. No, that's going to be more trouble than it's worth. I shall be back in a couple of minutes. Right. Let's carry on. Thank you. Odin, do you actually keep all the printed builds or do you sell them off? I keep them. Pretty much. Maybe I'll start selling them. Because, you know, got to pay the bills somehow. But I'm not planning to sell this one particularly. I was thinking about trying to do, like, building printers for people. Because then I can just live stream the builds and people pay for the printers and the time and they get the printer at the end. It wouldn't be cheap, but it might be worth it for some people. Some people have lots of free time. Some people have lots of spare money. Whatever works for you. Ooh, this side is a bit more wobbly. This is my not so square side, obviously. Yes, I pretty much just get rid of stuff when I run out of space. I mean, I'm actually selling at the moment the Artillery Sidewinder X2. I never really used it, so it's like on my website to be sold if anyone wants one. You get free shipping, but it's to UK only. It's pretty cheap compared to other printers, and everything's there, I'm pretty sure. Apart from maybe a power cable. No, I think I even included that, so. Right. More nuts. Another rail, please. Cool, that's our first one. Is this the right side? Yes, facing inwards towards the other ones. Oh, let's change this back to here. Yes, this one. Do you know about Polymaker Nick here sponsoring streamers, me, and the sponsor stream this full giveaway exotic materials for extruder fan shroud? I don't think I've ever done anything with Polymaker. There's, not that I don't want to, I just haven't had the opportunity. I mean, I printed all this stuff in Ooze Nest's ABS material, so I'm hoping on Monday or something they'll be able to get back to me about providing some stuff on giveaway. We'll see. It would probably be a bit weird having Polymaker sponsor a live stream where I printed all the parts in Ooze Nest's ABS. There we go. That in there, that on there. Right. Yes. Now we're talking. Cool. Got the set of rails going in. I don't think I'm going to be getting a Prusa XL at this point. Sadly. I've not had a Prusa mini kit either. Not about anything Prusa for years now. I mean, the Mini was the last thing for me. The Mini and the Mark III I both had as like first batch. But no XL for me. I can't afford the fucking £3 printer or whatever it is. Oh, the first 3D printer. I missed the question. I saw people talking about old printers there, like sending messages about old printers. Like, what are you talking about? Mine was a Syntron i3. So, I mean, probably nobody even knows the brand Syntron because, you know, they were not anything special. But it was basically an AA, I think. Basically, it was a acrylic frame i3 clone. Have a V core and a V Minion thanks to me. Sorry about your wallet, my friend. Nice. Oh, if we can get the Allen key out, there we go. And now numero 4. Oh, something in my eye. More nuts. There's so many of these. Be nice if they were a bit faster, but I guess you can't have everything. Where's my 3mm Allen key got now? Yeah. These are suddenly going in really easily. What have I done differently? I stood up. Maybe that makes all the difference. Daisy. There we go. 1, 2, 3 clips. Allen key in the end. How's our alignment? Not too bad, not too bad. Could be better. Oh, that one I've missed by miles somehow. 1, 2. Should be down here. Whew. Thoughts on the Bamboo Labs X1? Unfortunately, don't have one. So looks like a 3D printer. It looks cool. It looks like it's got lots of features. It looks like some of them work quite well. It's nice to see they seem to be doing stuff that's genuinely interesting and different. It does look worryingly plasticky. Yeah, Tom did. Tom does amazing prints, and he's seems to have taken to the Bamboo Lab pretty easily. So it's obviously, I mean, it does seem like the multi-material has worked better than most multi-material systems to date. Yeah, I don't personally recommend the V2.4r2 not because it's a bad printer, but you only need it if you really need it, if you see what I mean. It's the size that it's so large. It's like, it's such a niche machine that you just don't need to recommend it. Only get it if it's the only machine that it will do the job because of its size. It's no worse than the other ones, to be clear. It's just more big than is needed for most people. Quick ad for some people. Hopefully that works. Some people are now seeing an ad. Some people are not, probably. I don't know. It seems to change. But we've got 4 rails in. We're doing pretty well. How are we doing for time? 1 hour and 38 minutes. I don't know how that compares to last time. The frame is just like perfect height to cover my eyes. So, instructions wise, we've just done all of that. Be careful with things falling off the end. Luckily the LDO rails come with stoppers in the end, so the rails don't come off the ends until you actually have like finished the printer, then you can take them out and then they can get the full travel. Add the remaining Z rails. Done all that. Info nut. Flip the printer upside down. I can do that. Printer fripping. Ooh. Printer away. So if we flip the printer upside down, oh, it doesn't quite see it. One day I'll move my streaming setup to somewhere where I can stand up. I need to use the workbench that's behind me, but it's so difficult to move everything around in here. The room's too small. This is the frame for the 300, yeah. Oopsie daisy. And 5 nuts. Excuse me. Sorry for anyone that got that. Well, that fits like a glove. Like a glove. So presumably that's the right way around. Then you can do it just like this. Bibbidi bobbidi boom. So I think if we get a couple of rails, I think that helps with this alignment part. Get the DIN rails. The old DIN rails out. Yeah, that'll fit okay. Just. And that'll fit alright. Don't know how square, but I'm sure we can. If we put that in the middle of there, that in the middle of there, this in the middle of here, and this in the middle of here, that should be good enough. Oh, we probably put them in now anyway, don't we? Align the two holes, position the 4 nuts so they're directly below the 4 holes in the panel. Din rail slots. If the slots in the rails do not line up with the T-nut, you can shorten the din rails by a few millimeter. And 5 by 10. Oh, that was close. I almost put the panel in without taking the sheet off. Let's remove the plastic sheet. The panel has been liberated. Let's do a little bit of tidy up on these holes. So these are the Linneo panels that I got from One2.3D. All the BOM information, by the way, guys, is in a link in the description. Right, that looks pretty nice, I think. Do we go glossy side up, or do we go matte side up? Glossy side is very reflecty, or do we go matte side? I think this side should be. Oh, that looks weird. Ooh, that's creepy. I reckon we go the satin side facing up, and then the glossy side in the panel in the electronics compartment. Yeah, so matte side will be up at the end, so gloss side up now. I think the matte will look. I mean, it's not really matte; it's satin. But who's counting, eh? Not me, that's for sure. I think this is probably going to be a din rail with a couple of these situation. It's a bit weird. Sorry, I was thinking about the instruction to cut it a bit short if it doesn't fit. If there's a chance that it can't fit, why not make the design such a length that it will always fit? Because there has to be a way. Because there's only so many positions that won't fit, they're evenly spaced. You just have to make it even. This might be a bit vibratey. I'm thinking there may be some benefit to having some spacer between the composite and the DIN rail, just a millimetre or so, because it will mean at the moment I think this will be a bit rattly. What can we do? What can we add? What have we got? We need a shimmy cricket to put in there. Some foam. That will probably be a bit much, but should work. Maybe let's try that. I mean, it's a bit too... This should definitely go in the gap. So there's 1mm tape, but we need a 1mm gap. So maybe put an M5 washer the other side. Really going over engineering on this. Let's grab some extras because I don't know how many spares there are in the kit. There are probably a few, knowing that they did have spares in the 0.1 kit, but I'll get some other ones just in case. So can that fit over that hole? Needs to be bigger. That's not going to work. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Someone's probably posted a really good idea and I've missed it, haven't they? Some other washers. I mean, printed part is like the obvious choice, right? But I want something I can put in there immediately. Ta-da! So that goes on there, and then we get a bit of the foam tapey boy. I know you can't see this as well, unfortunately. Even my overhead camera. Well, my overhead camera is a bit broke, I think. It doesn't seem to respond. There's only so many hours you can use a Logitech webcam before it doesn't work anymore. Let's see if it's gonna... No. Oh! It's probably going to be a bit weird, but... Unfortunately, you get the light that's directly above. And lots of weird focusy problems. Huh? There we go. Okay, you can sort of see what's going on there. So by putting those over here, and hopefully cutting a couple of short lengths of this foam tape, we'll fill that gap. How's that? Thickness wise, pretty close. Oops, it is. So we just put a bit of foam tape on the underside of that and do the same on the other side. There we go. Hopefully the screws are still going to reach all the way around. Looks like we're just about there. Oh yes. Who's engineered the living hell out of that? This guy. I mean, it's not really engineered, is it? Let's be honest. I've bodged a good solution into a better solution. That's what I've done. Oh dear, camera's going crazy. The foam will help with vibration, that's the plan. The foam is not part of the instructions. This is me trying to improve things on the fly. There should be a link in the bill of materials if you want to get the same thread locker. It might be on the original. That'll be the stum over there. I think that's to the top rails rather than to the thin rails. But that should be better than it was. I'm very happy. Good, 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 good. What is next? Instructions. DIN rails, that's what we've done. Orientation, printer orientation, preparation. Right, how many hours are we in? 1 hour 57. We'll do another hour probably. Now it's time for everybody's favourite part. Well, my favourite part anyway. Screw what anyone else thinks. Using the heated insert press tool. Whoop whoop. So, I think it's time for many threaded inserts. Right, so we're going somewhere here. Let's get the camera in the right place. Let's bring it down a bit more. I'm not sure we can get much closer though. There's too much stuff in the way. Right, let's get some heat. And we can start loading these up. Still heating up. So the part in the instructions we're doing is obviously all of these parts which are going to be forming the Z motor stuff for Z motors at the base. There's like 2 pairs here, so some parts the same, some parts symmetrically opposite. Boop, 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 doo, 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 yeah. Ouch, just touched a hot insert. There we go, and then there's one on the side. Nice. Next. Try to heat set into Ultim. Yeah, PEI needs some pretty high temperatures if you want to melt it. I wondered about trying to sell kits for these, you know. I mean, I designed I say designed it, I mean it's based on a previously available open source design, but I modified it a lot to the point where it's entirely different basically. So I designed it with the idea that the parts are easily available, but I guess it's still easier to buy a kit than it is to buy individual parts from all over the place. You can let me know actually if you like in the comments if you think I should sell kits. Wouldn't include soldering iron. It might not include the piece of extrusion just to make shipping easier. I think the rest of it we could manage. I might use something other than a stepper motor. A block of steel. I might try going a bit cooler. $200 is going to be too cold, isn't it? It's very difficult to set this. Oh, here we go. The defaults are 200, 300 and 400. I probably want it. Oh no. I'm thinking 280 is probably a good temperature. Oh, this is 380. $280. Hopefully that'll work that out. It's getting stonking hot now. Will you be doing a stream of optimizing the new vehicle parts in ABS? Oh, this is what I mentioned in the chat, wasn't it? In Discord. Yeah, so I think it's something I'm going to be doing, and I thought it might be interesting for people to watch me do it. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's difficult for me to know what is interesting about it until people go, oh, that's interesting. So I want that, if you see what I mean. I'm thinking sometime this next week. I mean, the evenings will be Voron live streams, but if I get some time in a day when I just think, yeah, I fancy doing some CAD for a couple of hours, then I think that would be a good opportunity to just turn on a live stream, do some CADing about for a bit. Oh, oops. That's those ones. So now there's 2 in each of these, standing this side. So yeah, I mean, all we'd be doing in the stream is probably just like sitting on Fusion 360. Like, it would just be me working on it as I normally would, but on a live stream. And then we can talk through all the little changes and modifications, and then there's a record of it as well, which is normally quite nice to have. And then we can chapter it for all the different parts, so if people want to see all the changes to a single part, they can go and see. I think it's quite a good idea. Make it like the videos from Cloud42. He often CAD something up and then take you through the thought process and any challenges and such. I have not watched Cloud42. I know the name and I've watched Stephanie's stuff from him in the past. If there's a particular video you want to like tag me in so I can like see what you think as an example. Like DM me on Discord or something and I can take a look at it after this. Well, probably not after this, it'll be quite late. And I just will need to have dinner. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure quite exactly how the format will work, so any input is valuable. Right. So there we go. This is this. A whole bunch of thread inserts. Done, no hassle, no dramas, no wobbly inserts. Nice. Can't get the hang of Fusion 360. See, this is the thing, like, for me it's difficult. I think there's maybe a certain mindset of people that haven't used it or haven't done CAD before. But I've done it for so long that it becomes really difficult to understand what those things were, what those questions were that I had at the start of like, how can I get my head around how to do this? So I think a good way to do it would be just like, this is how I do it. What parts of this did you not see being a thing or don't understand? And those kind of things. I think it's easier to answer questions as you watch me do it than it is for me to just make up things that I think you might find useful. Right, so inserts, now we do some more assemblies. We do this. We do these. We need many of these. Don't need that yet. Oh. Completely unnecessary, what are you talking about? It's amazing. You can do it without, but it's better with. These have got grub screws already in, so we need an appropriate doobly for tightening them. Oh, that's wobbly. How about this? Yes. We need our shafts, which were here, over here. Yeah, I think that's one of the nice things about it. It's like the way you just kind of let go, you push, and then you can already start and then you're just there again. And if something is like hot or difficult or you need to let go, you can just like let go of the iron immediately, and it will go away from the part you're working on. Whereas if you're just doing it by hand, you've got to like put it away and then let go. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making problems that aren't there, but I think it's a good idea. Good evening to Sweden. All of Sweden. It's a pleasure to have you, Sweden. This here, da, 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 da. I think somebody mentioned before, don't put Loctite on these too soon. I think the people that say it's not needed for inserts have not done enough inserts. That's my opinion. Golly. Okay, let's get this 33mm. This is the kind of thing I want to dig for. Have I got that spot on without even trying? I'd say it's about 32.8. Not good enough. 33. Oh, it's not tight. Oh, whoops, it isn't. So we do that. Okay, the root of all issues. Insert both set screws and use the thread locker on all set screws. Use a high quality hex drive to prevent the hex from stripping. Ball-in drivers are not recommended. Loose set screws account for the majority of issues. Save yourself hours of troubleshooting. Apply thread locker to all set screws. See the product application notes for instructions. Keep away from printed parts. Make sure one of the set screws is oriented with a D-cut. Yes. And then we get loads of parts. I quite like this part. This is a bit of a satisfying part of the build, this I must say. Think of building a positron. I forget the positron. Which one's that? How's that going all the way in? You need a very long hex drive to get this one all the way in. That is not the right size. What size is this? 2.5. Where's my cheap hex? Oh, I put them behind me, didn't I? Here we go. So this goes this on one end. And we need our M5 washery shimmy things. Shimminis. Where's the shimminis gone? Shimmy. Where's it? I had them earlier. They were here. Here we go. So this goes on that end, and then two of these, and then another bearing, and then this big thing, this big boy. Before we put that on, let's put the other grub screw in. Oh, is it? No, it's this one. what we should probably do, seeing as we don't want the thread locker by the plastic parts, is wipe off the excess where possible. Oops, daisy. These. 2 more of these. Why you no fit? There we go. Oh, well, that's not great. That made a cracking sound. Next. Would be nice if there was a pre-build Voron kit, or mostly pre-built. I mean, if you want to pay me to do it, I can do it. Probably quite expensive though. It's just not optimized for speed building. It's optimized for accessibility. No. Build it forwards. I mean, it's a nice idea, but it's a bit different having your time than it is using a machine time. Like, it does take quite a few hours to build one of these machines. It's not something you can just knock up in an afternoon. Alright, there we go. Let's knot those together. Yeah, I mean, I would only ship in the UK, really. Even then, I'd probably be happier to drive it to someone, knowing the amount of time it takes to build it. Like, can you imagine spending all that time making it and then some buffoon breaks it on the way to the destination? That would be incredibly sad. Oh, I was going to do this. Do. I think loading grub screws with Loctite is the best application for an electronic screwdriver so far. Doesn't say much for the electronic screwdriver, does it? But there you go. I think electronic screwdriver, unless for reasons of mobility and such, is solving a problem that doesn't exist. Go to this, more of these. The other thing that's not great about this really expensive tool is that the magnet in it is actually really bad, like shockingly bad. If I'm going to get an electronic screwdriver, I want it to work well as a screwdriver and also be electronic, not sacrificing some of the good properties of a screwdriver by making it electronic. I'm not getting an electric driver just because I don't know when to take a break and my hands cramp up during longer builds. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the reason I have one, to be honest. Yeah, Bamboo Labs is definitely hitting the I don't want to build a Voron market. I don't know if they specifically identified that, but it seems a bit of a fluke if they didn't. So, I mean, I'm going to suggest they probably knew about it. One more to go. Oh, sorry, that's the microphone, isn't it? I've just got like a bit itchy now that I think I've got Loctite on my fingers. What were we doing? Yes, this. This one is also really heavy. It's quieter, but it's not exactly a property I think I care about much on an electronic screwdriver. Does it matter if it's marginally loud, as long as it doesn't like burn your ears? I've actually got it perfect. Oh, yeah, that was a dodgy sound. Was it the bit being dodgy, or a gear inside? Still seems to work. 2 of those, 1 of those, 2 more of these. All of, no, let's get the residue off. Oh, and then we get to do giveaway. Who's excited for getting a giveaway? Don't forget to enter. And go check out LDO for other stuff as well. They do so many good things. Chief among which, motors, of course. You'd probably be surprised by the amount of other things they make. I mean, they're probably the most well known for Voron kits at the moment. I very much expect it will stay that way for the foreseeable. Right, so we have our 4 wheel assembly things. Now we need to put them onto a printer. Where do we do such a thing? Instructions. So, done this, done this, done this. I need the belts. I'm glad I didn't seal them up. Let's get the belts on each one. Now it doesn't actually matter which way the belt sticks out at the moment, because you can adjust it a little bit. You can stick it out the other side if you need it to stick out the other side. The length of these shafts could be a little bit longer. They only go... Oh, that one goes to the edge of the bearing. This one does not quite. I feel like they should be a few millimeters longer, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's just me being Trez fussy. I think the courier that I've had the best luck with overall is DPD. They've been the most consistent and on time, like their 1 hour time slots, the delivery times are normally spot on. And don't generally damage things from my experience. Maybe I've just got lucky with my drivers. So here we go. Now we can put these lot together in 3x40 screws. So plop. It's kind of slow, isn't it? Of course, like Parcel Force Royal Mail in the UK as well. Pretty blooming fantastic. I ship everything via Royal Mail at the moment. I might go with DPD if I was doing more large things, but most of what I'm doing is pretty small, so Royal Mail works better. Oh yeah, do hit the like button. That would be fantastic. I need a drink. I'm just going to go get some water. I'll be 30 seconds maybe. There's something I really like about the design of this assembly. It's really satisfying. Come on. Australia. We've got the whole world joining in today. Good morning, Noel. Aren't time zones such a wonderful thing? I mean, it would be morning in Australia regardless of whether we call the time zones or not, but you get the point. Well, I'm going to try one of these with a just iFixit driver. Because I just want to see what my time difference is using that versus this. I feel like I'm always waiting for the electric screwdriver. Right. This over the top. Anyone want a time? Work out the time that I did the other one and the time for this one. Oh, forgot to put the bit in the driver. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was significantly quicker, but my hand does ache a bit, I suppose. Just have to accept I'm getting old and can't do it the good way anymore. Let's try with the skinny one. Whoa, nearly. I almost prefer this one. I think it's difficult. Right, we have 4 of these now. Oh, let's do a quick advert. I don't know how long the adverts last, and I don't know who gets them. There's no... Sound is one thing, but if it's fine, it works, it works. Right, back to the instructions. Oh, we have another piece, because we have different feet. A 1, a 2, a 3. A 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Four nuts. And 3x8 screws. Oh, this is a bit loose. Loosey-goosey nuts. Better tolerances, please. Can we not put the... Okay, no feet. Oh, daisy. Where the dickens does this go? Oh, here. But that's gonna... It's not gonna fall out. Hopefully not. Okay then. Great. I feel like I might have printed these pieces a bit hollow. They don't have, I think, the right number of perimeters, but I think it'll be alright. 30 seconds each. 30 seconds with each screwdriver. Oh, so manual and automatic speed was about the same. I guess I just feel like I'm doing more when I'm using the screwdriver physically, as opposed to just waiting for it to do the job. I think maybe the speed would be different on low torque applications, because on this, if the screw can spin freely, I can literally just like flick it and it'll spin really fast. Whereas if there's always some back pressure or something, back pressure, you know what I mean, torque resistance, prevailing torque, nylocks, etc., then I can see how the continuous torque of the electric motor would help. I don't get the spinny speed advantage that I can free spin with doing it by hand. Oh, what's going on here? Oh dear. Have I just not put a threaded insert in there, or what? Has it just not gripped? What's going on? Oh, it looks like I just forgot it entirely. How the dickens did I miss that? November back order for pies seems optimistic. From what I heard, they're pretty much no new stock until 2023 at the earliest. Is a silver screwdriver Miniware 121, 120 or 15? It's it says on it, doesn't it? It's an SQ-ES126. Is everyone remembering to enter the competition? Hopefully. Surely if you turned up, the one thing you remember to do is enter the competition. Just in my town, we have 20 Pi 4.8 GB in stock. Oh yeah, if you've got some to share. Ella, send them over. Send them over. Yes, please. All the pies, please. I'll take all of them. I'll have all the pies, please. Right, stepper motors. I can feel that I'm starting to fade. We're approaching 3 hours. Maybe I'll drive to Sweden and pick them up. How about that? So, apply thread locker, of course. Where these pulleys? Where these pulleys? Do this. Three. Oh, which ones is it? 16 tooth. Yeah, that makes sense because there's only 2 of the other ones, so there wouldn't be enough. Presumably by the Discord, you do mean my Discord. I'm guessing. Oops, it is. I think the actual bits that I got, I'm not sure which driver I got them with, but the actual bits and cells are not great. There we go. I think they're a bit soft. It means they keep like gripping on the... Whoa, nearly. Right, that's those. Pulley position. So we have this pulley thing which has a Z on it, and hopefully we put this on the thing and it helps us do the thing. Get the pulley in the place. It's a bit wobbly, but I think this is what it wants. One. The price on Google listed at £99,000. Why do these not go on this way round? That's the question. Why would you not put it on this way round? Because you can, right? It would fit. You could get the right position. I think it would be this. Right? That was basically the same thing. Let's just try it quick. It's literally identical. Why would you not put them this way? I don't know. We'll do them the way it says, because we just follow along. I'm missing all this good Raspberry Pi chat. So my understanding is they are still being made. Like there is actually quite a few of them available, but they will only sell them as to like priority sellers, to priority customers, which for them is business customers, rather than naffle little consumers. So, because you'll notice you can still get them in some printer kits that come like at a normal price. They're not paying extra for them. They just have the accessibility to the right place because they buy in large enough quantities. So retailers that sell to consumers don't get them. I think it's just like priority for integration partners and stuff like that. Yeah. So if you're serving IT firms, that would make sense. So that's grub screws in. Now brackets. Three, four, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. With the orientation, looks like this. Nope. Yep. Oh no. Oh no. Get back here. There we go. One. Two, three. There is a lot of repetition doing these, isn't there? Do a thing, repeat it 3 more times. There is no chance of that due to lack of proper printing for the job. Is PTG suitable? No. So I am actually printing, so the grey parts are an ABS Plus, ABS Pro rather, from Ooze Nest. So technically not full-blown ABS. I think for most parts it'll be just fine that way, but anything around the hot end really needs to go to ABS. Oh dear. For PETG, so you wouldn't want to use PETG anywhere. It's difficult. I can't really recommend it much other than ABS. If you can't print it yourself, go for print it forward. They're pretty reasonable prices. You just have to wait a little bit. Clipper runs on the Raspberry Pi, but you also put a firmware on the control board that is sort of Clipper, I suppose. Greetings, 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 everyone. Suddenly these parts have feet on them. I know, now we're putting them on. Okay, so hopefully this will be the last thing we do today before the giveaway at the end. Getting the feet on the printer. All the rubbish that I just threw on the floor is now just getting stuck in the wheels of the chair, unsurprisingly. Good night, Making an Emily. I shall let you win, let you know if you win a prize. Let you win if you know a prize. No, I shall let you know if you win a prize. There's still time to enter, so carry on entering if you have not entered yet. We need these over here. M5 by 40 screws and M5. Or maybe, shall we stop now? We've made it a nice 3 hours. And then we'll do this. I kind of want to finish this. I really want to finish this. It makes more sense to stop a stream based on progress rather than based on time. As long as I can survive, we shall carry on. That was the giveaway contract of my lawyer to approve. Sure, you do whatever you need. No judgment. I mean, I did just laugh, but there you go. We're just one more. I can stop whenever I want, but I'm doing one more step. Oh, we need more M5. What's this and that? Well, what do you guys think? Would you rather I do this at the next stream or do it now? Oh dear. Why is this getting difficult to do? Just one more step. It won't take just one more step. No, that's not going to help. Oh, this was the good one. I shouldn't have done that. This is the one I used. There we go. I need I think, something to prop up would be good. What can I prop it with? Another box of screws. It's a bit dodgy, but hopefully it's right. So M5 by 40 screws. We've got to work out which way these go on. I never quite get it. Like this. Huh, how do they... Why have I put 4 in? It implies 4. Whoops, daisy. That's too small. That's one of those, be really careful not to over tighten it. Ricky B, welcome to the exclusive club of owners that anyone can join. But as exclusively not exclusive, I don't know. Welcome anyway. And thank you for the support. Yeah, I know it'd be more convenient, but you'll never see anything. And I feel like it's pointless doing a live stream if nobody can see it. The top-down camera is pretty useless at the moment, so. Oops, is it? Yeah, sure. I've got, this will be when finished my third Voron. I have the 2.4, the first 2.4, and then I have the V0, and then this one. But I think we're going to start doing some of those funky little printers after this one, because they look kind of cool. If sufficient opportunities present themselves for doing such a thing. I feel like I had 4 of these levers. Where did the other... Oh, it's under the box of screws. It's stuck under the box of screws. Instructions. Those 2. And then we have to get this loik in here, loik that. So we need 2 more things in here. These are M5 batons. I like the usability of the bed being at the right height of the desk. That's one of the things I quite like about the 2.4. It's an appropriate height for a workbench. Whereas when the bed goes up to the top of the printer, it ends up really high. Right, so this is where we then do my favourite bit. You kind of... Thank you very much, Star Guy, for the $2. Very much appreciated. So you stick this down. Douche. Skidoosh. Tighten belts, tightened up. Bish bash bosh, job's a good one. Next! No. That's good done. Nice. Oh, I completely forgot one of the feet. How did I manage that? Let's do it now. Here. So this one's about right. This one this way. Start with the Precision Mark III, then an Ender 3, next with the Voron 2.4. That's a nice climb. I suppose it's not quite a climb up. You started with the Mark III. It's a good start. You've had a good journey there. Ooh. Excuse me, everyone. Do apologize. Don't know why I have a French accent when I did that. Why did this not move? Oops, a daisy. Okay. Three. One more. Oops, it is it. Oh no. There's that, and then lever. One screw. Why is this one being difficult? Oh, this down here. There we go. Okay. Right. I think we're getting towards the end now. What was that? What are we up to? 3 hours, 23 minutes. Can't remember how long it took me last time, but this seemed reasonably quick. I don't know. I imagine you could do it faster if you've done it a few times before. I've done it the once, so. But that all looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. What do the instructions say? Do that, do that, do that, slide that, close that. Rubber feet. They were here. They were in a big blob here. Did I putteth them somewhere? I've putteth them somewhere silly. When I fell on the floor, I've moved them somewhere safe and secure. Did anybody see where I put the feet? Oh dear. Oh, they're literally right here. If I can't find them, ain't nobody gonna find them. Therefore, safe. Right. Is this gonna be the last bit? Yes. We'll do the idlers next time. Idlers feels like a new thing, whereas this feels like a continuation of a current thing. So we're nearly there. I will say one more time. Fantastic LDO motors have provided, well, a lot of the parts we've used today, but also a frame kit for Voron 2.4, any size you want. Well, not any size you want, any size of stock. so I presume it'll be the 250, 300, etc. Any colour. And it has been a blooming good frame kit. I used a cheap one before and it was not very good. The holes were not tapped long enough, etc. There we go, how about that? Not bad for one stream, I think. Right, let me set up a quick timer so we can have a countdown to... So 60 seconds from now, the applications will close. So if you wish to be in the competition, it's not a competition, it's a giveaway. If you wish to be in the giveaway, you should do it now. And this is a giveaway of the LDO frame kit. The frame kit aluminium extrusions that we've used today, plus the 4 little brackets that you need. Doesn't come with fixings, but you can have it in any colour and any of the Voron sizes that are in stock. So it's open worldwide. Make sure you sign up with that link. You got 15 seconds, and then we do a draw. And then I get to eat some food. I'm hungry. We're nearly there. 2 seconds left. 1 second left. Boom. Okay. So I can grab all the names, paste them in the entry thing, and then I can okay, so I think if we go here, that's probably the best way to do it. So got 220, these are the results from last time, so you can ignore those. We'll shuffle the names around. Did James enter? Let's take James. I don't think, because normally he tests it just to make sure it's working. Okay. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Oh no, let's no, I shouldn't have clicked that. That was a bad idea. Okay, let's not worry about it. I was going to make the time really long. So we shuffle these and then we spin the wheel. And whichever name pops out is the winner of the kit. And I will get in contact with you via email. Alex WP. Congratulations, Alex. Are you here to... You do seem to be in chat. You don't have to be, by the way. That was not a requirement. It was just a... Maybe they just left it on while they went to have dinner. Good stuff. So I'll be in contact with you via email. Thank you everyone who entered. Congratulations to our winner, Alex. Whoop. Alex, well played. And there'll be more giveaways next time. We're going to have giveaways every single live stream of this Voron series. If it's the last gosh darn thing I do, we're going to have another prize, I think, from LDO, and we're going to have some prizes from BigTreeTech, some more prizes directly from me, and hopefully some other things as well. Make sure you keep tuning in, and we'll be doing more of those, and more building, more 2.4, more mods, and all this kind of stuff. So excited. Anyone got any more questions and stuff they want to run through before we finish the stream today? I mean, I do want to go and have dinner. I'm going to go make a pizza. Nice pizza. I made the dough like earlier in the week, so it's been like stewing, fermenting a little bit, a few days. Gets really nice. Lots of heat. Be delish. Maybe I'll post a picture on Twitter. Thanks everyone. Cheerio. Congratulations to the winner. I shall see you all next time. I'm not sure exactly when it'll be. I think Tuesday evening, I think, is the next time I put in my calendar to do it. Yeah, sure. Tuesday evening. See you all Tuesday evening. That's British time, Tuesday evening. 7:30 BST. Good evening. Goodbye. Ta-da. Au revoir. Goodbye.